evening, welcome to CSTV News 9, CSTV News at 24 on CSTV. My name is Dr. Mensa. Now, let's look at some top stories. The United States has lauded Ghana's democratic credentials also coming your way. In Kwanta South, Municipal Chief Executive inaugurates disaster management committee also coming up in business news. TAGG hails government for scrapping COVID-19 levy. And on the international front also, ECOWAS rejects Guinea-Bissau military transition plan, warns of sanctions. There's many more stories will come in your way in tonight's news bulletin. CSTV News at 24 is brought to you by Rema Ushering Agency, Celeste Tom Brown, Jab Decorations, KS Rafemix Company Limited, Ansel Block Machinery and Block Manufacturing, NAP Hotel, and Crystal Jorek Pet Shop. Welcome back now to our first story for tonight. Private legal practitioner Kwame Kufu has argued that attempts to vest prosecution powers of the Attorney General in the office of the Special Prosecutor without amending Article 88 of the 1992 Constitution are constitutionally flawed. Speaking on the panel discussion, the legal practitioner maintained that while the office of the Special Prosecutor was created to independently investigate and prosecute corruption-related offenses, its mandate cannot lawfully override or diminish the constitutional authority of the Attorney General.
That is great, and that's why I'm saying that your argument that the USP can work on its own without directions from the Attorney General, for me, is not proper law.
But the law says so.
But the law is subservient law. The Constitution does not give him that power. The Attorney General, for example, and that's why recently, even when it came to matters of extradition, the Attorney General had to step in to be able to be the one that delivered.
That's right.
So if I have some concern, the law should be interpreted in such a way that the Attorney General supports the OSP, but the OSP is not on the same level as the Attorney General. Constitutionally, the Attorney General is the only person mentioned in the Constitution. He's the only person authorized with that power. A subservient legislation cannot have of constitutional powers and give to the OSP. So it should be interpreted in a manner for us to understand that the OSP is a working tool of the Attorney General. He is an appendage of the Attorney General's office. Independence is independence insofar as the Attorney General is not using his powers to impede proper office directions of the OSP. But the Attorney General can halt some investigations being done by the OSP.
It can halt.
Yes, it can. It should be able to halt under the Constitution.
I have heard.
Moving on to other stories, the Municipal Chief Executive of Asokwari Mampo Municipal, Dr. Ben Abudulai, has assured to complete a stored court complex in the municipality. Initiated as a court complex under the NDC government, the project started after 2017. The MCE has stated that plans are underway for the completion of the complex.
And unfortunately, it was around 90% complete, and when the subsequent government took over, it was abandoned for an entirely new structure within the premises of the assembly, which is not really serving its purpose if you go there. I mean, apart from the fact that it is not really fit for purpose and it's not constructed or designed purposely to serve as a court complex, we feel that we need to go back to that structure, revive it, and move the entire, that is a proper court complex, move the entire court system to that place and make use of this structure to serve other purposes of the assembly.
The United States government has praised Ghana's role in promoting democracy in spite of growing threats in the West African sub-region. West Africa still remains the flashpoint, in Africa having recorded the highest number of extremist-related killings and highest number of military overthrow of democratic leaders. Touching on what needs to be done, Deputy Assistant Secretary for West Africa, William Stephen, at a press conference with the media stated.
Another reason to make sure to stop and see Ghana this year is, as a rough neighborhood, you're also one of the shining examples of democracy in the region. And you need to be recognized for that, for standing up for those pillars and those values that make it easier for your citizens to engage and for your citizens to advocate. When we say we want trade, not aid, democracies create the environments for innovation and economic growth. And we're proud of that as Americans. It's the foundation upon which the American economic miracle has happened. And so we look at ECOWAS as a great partner for that. I think it's a challenging region, and most of our engagement has been on a bilateral level. But again, I think we're looking for African solutions and how we can support and prop those up to the leaders of the AES countries. And I think we need to enter those conversations, as he has, without preconditions. Right? We need to be talking about the shared security concerns that we have, or that the region has. And so that is a role that Ghana seems very well to play, along with others in the region. And the truth is, these VEOs, the violent extremist organizations, JNIM, which is an Al-Qaeda affiliate, they aren't adhering to borders, right? And they don't care. And so it's not a threat that's unique to Burkina Faso or to Mali or to Niger. These are shared threats. And so we need to be thinking about the collective we, the United States, Europe, the countries in the region. And when I say African, it includes Morocco and northern neighbors in the Maghreb and other players in the region, right? Turkey, the Gulf states, people who have interests should be thinking about.
And now let's move on to the Oti region. The municipal chief executive for Nkwanta South, Joseph Inchi Awao, has inaugurated a 13-member municipal disaster management committee to strengthen disaster preparedness and response in the area. The committee will also oversee relief, rehabilitation, and recovery efforts, as well as mobilize financial and logistical support from both public and private sectors. Speaking at the inauguration, Mr. Awao, who chairs the committee, said the initiative aligns with Ghana's disaster risk management framework and highlighted the need for effective coordination at all levels. He expressed concern over the rising incidents of fire outbreaks and other emergencies, urging members to remain proactive and responsive. So on this note, we're going for a quick commercial break. Stay with us.
papa na ne boss esan eda from dia enye na enwani answer company limited ye were conveyor block machine hydraulic block machine pallet and block machine one service na and face so block machine sabura wo pe nyina bi so ewo hwehwe ye cha kwan enelia ye were Spintex Road 18 junction ye ne KS design no na edin hwe mu frey ewo 05000 and I say 0540-725850. Answer block machine papa efie.
You're still live on Cstv News at 24 on Cstv. Now let's move on to business stories. Ghana's recognition by the United Nations as the Sanitation and Waste Management Hub for West Africa in 2025 is credited largely to the extensive infrastructure built by Zoomlion Ghana Limited. Speaking at a ceremony for the Jospond Group in Accra, Mr. Ahmed Ibrahim detailed how the company's 36 advanced treatment plants positioned the nations as a continental leader.
Environmental sanitation, waste management, public health, green economy, or modern local governance without acknowledging the remarkable contribution of the Jospond Group of companies. Through Zoomlion Ghana Limited and its sister companies, Jospond has become an indispensable partner to government, metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies across the entire country. Whether it is solid waste collection, recycling, landfill management, composting, fumigation, or the introduction of cutting-edge green technologies, the group has consistently shown leadership, resilience, and unwavering dedication to national development. As a company, your numerous initiatives, especially whether it is in water treatment plants, the medical waste treatment facilities, and the ongoing recycling intervention, continue to ensure cleaner water bodies in the country.
And moving on, the Traders Advocacy Group of Ghana has lauded presidents for assenting to the removal of the COVID-19 levy, which takes effect in January 2026. The group described the decision as the fulfillment of a campaign promise and a significant step toward easing the financial burden on traders, businesses, and importers. The group expressed optimism that continued pro-businesses policies will help position Ghana as a hub for trade facilitation and drive sustainable economic development. Moving on to the international front, we're going for a commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Sorry for the interruption. Let's go back to international stories. West African leaders have rejected a transition program announced by Guinea-Bissau military rulers, calling instead for a swift return to constitutional order and warning of targeted sanctions against those obstructing the processes. Opening the summit, ECOWAS Commission Chair and Sierra Leone's President warned that the resurgence of unconstitutional changes of government continues to pose a serious threat to regional stability.
Understood that democracy is inseparable from peace, justice, and development. Today, that democratic order is being tested. The resurgence of unconstitutional changes of government threaten our regional stability, undermines our citizens' rights, and weakens our collective future. The The instability in Guinea-Bissau and the attempted coup d'etat in Benin remind us that democracy requires constant vigilance and principled action.
Now let's move on to sports update. Former Black Stars midfielder Kelvin Prince Boateng has opened about his strange relationship with his junior brother Jerome Boateng. According to Kelvin Prince Boateng, he's jealous about his junior brother's illustrious club and national team career is one of the reasons why they don't have a good relationship.
We never had a good relationship because we're very opposite. Like, he was very competitive over me, and then I saw him becoming a superstar, and I always felt he didn't deserve it because I was the one taking the bad steps. He could follow me and avoid the bad steps, so I made the pathway for him. I always felt that, and I think he didn't deserve it, so I was very bitter about it. Anyway, I went to ask him for forgiveness as well, that if I ever was jealous or I didn't want him to deserve it, I asked him for forgiveness, and we still have no connection. So he has his path, he needs to realize a lot of things still in his life. One day I hope for him, I pray, and I still pray for him. People don't know, but I pray for them. The World Cup, we come playing against each other, and there was history in the making. There was never two brothers played against each other from different countries. Their handshake was the coldest handshake in the world. Two brothers like handshake like this. There were moments in the career where I was jealous of him. I always wanted to win the Champions League. That's the only thing. He won the Champions League, and I was like, you don't deserve that, man. And that's the bitterness. That's not of God. But I had to ask for forgiveness for that.
Ediana coach Sioba Aristika has praised his players for a disciplined and tactical display that earned them a narrow but crucial victory over Heart of Lions in the Ghana Premier League. The two-time champions edge past their host with a 1-0 win in the match day 14 encounter at the Kwando Sports Stadium, bringing an end to Heart of Lions' impressive unbeaten home run.
3 points. Yes, I see the confidence from the player, and I talk from the player. If you respect our tactic, it's possible win the game or draw from Heart of Lions. About Heart of Lions, is special team here in the Ghana play another football, and if you don't understand Heart of Lions, no have any chance to win the game. But us analyze the Heart of Lions is stopping what is the better from the attacking line, from the winger and the player. Respect the plan. Congratulations from the player about his trust me from our plan, and is go and win the game. Understand, if you see the Aduana Star is working in the inside in the pitch, the team, the group is working together. Understand now everybody what need inside in the pitch, and this is the power from our team. And if respect what is talking, respect what is the training important, respect what you are in the training, put inside in the game, it possible have the very good result. I am happy about this game is more tactic, and our group, our Aduana Star win the.
Stolen Sports News Pep Guardiola insisted Phil Foden was not good in Manchester City 3-0 victory over Crystal Palace on Sunday, despite scoring a sixth goal in 4 league games. His goal-scoring display came in front of watching England boss, but Guardiola insisted that while he was pleased with 25-year-old defensive work rate, his overall performance in possession showed he still has room for improvement.
Yeah, today the game today didn't play good. There was a lot of balls. He was so rush in every action. And you have to be with the one tempo, have to play more calm, keep the ball, pass the ball, and in the right moment change the gear. And always playing the same gear is so accelerated. And what we need to feel is associated with Ryan, with Phil, with Bernie, with Nico, with the guys of the short passes with Nico Raleigh, Nico Gonzalez, with this kind of game. And after in the moment make the explosion that only he has in the sense of goal and arriving in the box. But at the end we said many times he's so young. So at the end have much to improve. He listened and I think I'd saying that he's been doing an incredible, terrific season. Thank you, Pat.
John Cena has officially retired after final WWE appearance. The most decorated wrestler in WWE history retired after making his final appearance at Saturday's ninth main event in front of more than 19,000 fans at the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. Entertainment stories will be coming your way after the commercial break. Stay tuned. Great Disaster Management Committee. TAGG Hills government for scrapping COVID-19 levies on the international front. Also, ECOWAS rejects Guinea-Bissau's military transition plan and warns of sanctions. And this is where we draw curtains for tonight's news bulletin. CSTV News at 24 was brought to you by Bremer Ocean Agency, Celeste Tom Brown, Amstel Block Machinery and Block Manufacturing, KS Rafemix Company Limited, Sarah's Dream Jewelries, Jab Decorations, NAP Apartment Hotel, and Crystal Jewelry Pet Shop. My name is Lucas Mita.